Hello everyone, this is Smashley Ashley and I am going to start doing a series for renovations on base Sims 4 houses. And so this is the Nookstone renovation. I saw a few other YouTubers doing renovation videos and I thought I'd take my own take. And I really enjoy the Sims, well, the Sims, not Sims 4 as much as some of the other Sims games, but I do like some of the building and editing processes that you can do in the Sims 4, including the move objects cheat. So there will be a little bit of usage in that. That's pretty much the only cheat I use in this entire video, so enjoy. So these are the before pictures of Nookstone. Here's the front. I hated that roof. I hated that door. The windows of this building are just ugly. The coloring is awful. The layout is really boring. The dining room and the kitchen got completely reworked. The living room is just plain. In the bedroom, I did not like that there were no windows in the bedroom. The bathroom is just your simple bathroom. I also didn't like how it opened to the living room and not the bathroom. So without further ado, here we go. So I start on the outside. I decided to go with some rocks and some paneling. This is one of my favorite outdoor wall paints. One of the big things I didn't like about this is when I did the rocks on this one part of the house, if you look at the roof, you see the same thing. So I had to do a lot of roof editing to fix that, as you'll see here. There were some major issues also trying to get it to match the paneling that I had below without having the rocks on top. So it took me a little bit to figure out the right one, and I don't think this is the right one either. I think later on in the video I noticed that they're different colors and go back and fix it. So as we go through the roof editing, one of the big things is the paneling just was ugly. I hate vertical paneling. I like the horizontal look. I redid the roof because there were issues on making sure that they were separate colors, because I wanted the roof itself to be the same color as that, but the one over the rocks be rocks. So that was kind of my big issue with that editing. So I had to redo the roof a little bit, pretend I didn't. It's a renovation video, so it really shouldn't change the layout too much. Now, the next step was trying to figure out a good window, and I was not going to go for a modern look with this house, but it ended up turning into that with these windows that I actually really enjoy, because later on you'll see I'll find a perfect seating right below that window that like comes up to the bottom of it perfectly. The door was a major issue because the walls are really high. I really didn't like how high the walls were. But anyway, so the door itself, I went through millions of doors trying to find the perfect size. I also widened the walkway by 1 block because I like things centered. I didn't like it on the side, and here I am making sure the dirt kind of matches on the other side. Trying to find the perfect awning because that spot there was plain. Then I noticed that the pillars were going as the same height as the wall. I don't know how to change that. If anybody knows how, that would be awesome to let me know in the comments if there is a way. So again, finding the perfect door. I like this door, but I didn't like the front, and then I found out that you can easily change it and get that perfect door. And then I pulled that over so that we had a little bit of that rock continued, making sure the roof matched. Next thing was kind of doing some front editing. Now I look back, I know I didn't put some lights on this side there, and I kind of wish I did. Doing some of that trim there. That took me a second trying to figure out because it said it wasn't a room and it wouldn't let me do it for a while, and then I was able to fix it. I don't know if I actually got rid of that fencing there. Yes, I did. I did not like that fencing there. I was only using it to try and make it a room. So yeah, this was kind of a test because at first I was going to do it the same color as the paneling, but trying to find the roof and getting it to work just didn't work at all. So I end up extending that. Yep, right there. And just dealing with it being rock. If you also notice, I was having issues with there not being a ceiling there. I did not like that. I do love these vertical windows. I wanted to find something that kind of matched the windows on the right side, and I felt that those were kind of nice. I do not like the coloring of it on that side. Here I am kind of playing with different windows with the thing. I decided to do the same window there for now. Back door, I decided to be the same kind of door as the front, but smaller. Here's where I noticed that the colors are completely different, and I had to go back and fix it. Then I did not like how the walkway stone did not match the sides, so I ended up just doing a plain gray walkway. Trying to find a good contrast of windows, kind of messing around with the coloring. I did want some contrast because I did not like the white windows on the left-hand side because I felt like it just blended too much with the paneling itself. So anything that was like on the paneling / rocks were black, and then anything on the solid rocks were white. So hopefully the contrast is nice. If you don't like it, you can change it yourself. All this house update is on my gallery, Smashley Brewer. I'll have the link in the description. So my biggest problem here is with doing the bedroom is I don't like too big windows in the bedroom because like you don't have any privacy. And I decided that the curtains didn't really work very well. There was nothing that was modern but still nice. So I kind of tested a few things with curtains, and I also think like I don't think I would really want somebody staring into big windows into my bedroom because again, Sims woohoo. You want some privacy. So I end up switching places. Instead of having the bedroom in its original portion, I end up moving the bathroom a little bit and putting the bedroom on the left-hand side or the back side of the house instead of the front side of the house. So I'm here. I did not also want it. I didn't like that it didn't have a doorway. So I added some walling there, added some smaller windows that match with the backside windows, and then trying to find the perfect bed that matched. I decided that I wanted to go with a modern look. And I also decided that the coloring, I don't know. There's a lot of like kind of messing around. What did I want? I did light up the house a little bit. I do like these lights. I only put them in temporary so I can like see. And that makes it easier for just the editing portion. I end up going back and changing out the lights. I ended up going with this modern bed with a blue and black look because I felt like the outside kind of has that gray and blue and black tones that I really did enjoy. Some modern desk unit there. And then getting a clock on the wall. I think the next thing I end up doing is getting some paintings up. I noticed that I didn't have a background besides the white paint, so I end up going in and changing the paint. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, here, closing off the bedroom door, painting the room so that it was more of a dark blue color because I did like the dark bedrooms. To me, like dark walls kind of are more warming. Finding a perfect door for this spot was annoying because again, the high walls, and I felt like all the doors were too small. So I ended up putting the door on the side so you didn't really see it. And then I really like this chest of drawers because I was able to get it matching the room perfectly. A little mirror because everybody needs to be able to look in. So here's where I'm using the move cheese for the first time. I have actually never seen that before. So I had to like mess around with it and getting it so that I could get that on the very corner. I didn't want it in one of the standard sets and it kept locking in. So here I am trying to fiddle with the controls to figure out what I'm doing wrong. And then, did I ever figure it out? Yeah, I did. I do some more moving around. And then I noticed somewhere around here that, yep, I noticed that it would stay the same height and then sit there. So I ended up moving the chest of drawers to the side and being able to put it on perfectly. So here we go. This is what I'm doing right now. Oh, I had to place it on. So the way you do this is you have bb.move cheats, or move objects, not move cheats. So bb.move objects. And then you need to place the item and then hold Alt and move it around as you click on it. So that's how you get that to work. So I was looking for a few decorations. I wanted some perfume. Some of my other videos I'll probably record as I'm doing it, while others I'll do it like this where it's fast forwarded because last night I recorded at like 3 a.m. So yeah, still trying to find the perfume. Sorry. One of the things that if you know how to lock it on or move it around without having to move it to the side and then move the chest of drawers under, please put that in the comments. That'd be a lot of help. So just some like bedroom features is the next few portions. Got some shirts there. I think I end up just putting that in one of the locked positions because I got sick of this portion. And then I'm going to put some stuff on the end tables for the bed. I got some books. Yeah, I was having the same issue. So I place it hold all, and it actually worked on the end table. As you can see where my cursor is, it is below the end table. I did take that note from one of the YouTubers I saw do this cheat themselves on a lot of stuff. It's actually really cool. They were able to do a lot of cool things with it. Just kind of looking for things that would match in a bedroom. Tissue box in case you get a cold in the middle of the night. I know I hate it when I'm constantly needing to use the restroom because my nose is like stuffy, so it's nice to have a box of tissues next to the bed. So I'm continuously adding that, and then I'm getting some candles. I end up not going with those candles because I don't know how to do the scale up and down yet. I thought it was plus minus, but I didn't get that, so I put some pictures in. What else? Painting on that side. I didn't want it to completely clash with the one on the bed, but I wanted something to kind of be in that space. So I put a blue one other than the red that contrasted with the rest of the room. Put some plant life in there. Decided to move the mirror against the other wall because that space was blank, but I didn't want to put another painting up. So the next was the bathroom. I'm actually really proud of how this turned out. So here's me kind of figuring out where I want stuff, how I want to do the walls. I end up completely wiping out that wall and extending it and having this curve here. My original plan with the curve was to put the door there, but I end up putting the sink there instead because, I don't know, this person's a single person. They're living their life. They want a small but nice and modern house. They don't need that. I did like the jacuzzi tub. I've always wanted to use that in one of my decorations. Yeah, see, I was going to put the door there. I decided not to. Shower. I wanted the shower to match the tub, but not completely clash. I didn't really like the wall tile options that I have. I have almost all the, all but like 3 game packs for the Sims 4, and I have all the game packs for Sims 3. Here's where I decided to play around with the brick and have some inside feature wall against the thing. And then the lighting, I wanted one over the tub and wanted one over the sink because I felt like that was kind of the highlights of the bathroom because you have that nice dark wall against the white tile. So here I'm trying to find some decorations for that wall there. I felt like it was really empty and it's really tall, so I feel like it needed some sort of complement to it that tied it with the rest of the bathroom. I did take a lot of time on the bathroom because, I don't know, it's probably my favorite part of this entire house and renovation. So I'm here playing with things that could go in the bathroom, you know, little details. I think I found a thing using move objects. I put it between the wall and the bathtub on both walls, and I think I did put it behind the toilet too. There we go, that thing. I felt like it was a nice decoration feature, made sure it didn't peek through either wall. And then just kind of messing around, seeing what I can put in there. I end up changing that wall where the toilet is to be curved like the sink, so it was a little bit more symmetrical on that side. I felt like the toilet was an awkward place. I don't know if I did that right as I was entering the bathroom or I came back to it. Here I am trying to figure out getting stuff onto that sink. I wasn't able to get anything on that sink. I kind of gave up. I need to figure out how, when you do move cheats on, how you can raise and lower things so they float without just setting it on something that's the same height. If you know how to do that, put comments. That would be really nice of you. So here I am going back to the bedroom. I noticed that I didn't put any lighting in the bedroom, so I put this lamp here, moved the picture frame. Felt like I was pretty done with the bathroom, so I decided to move on to the living room. I did not like how you have those 2 blocks to that just weird nook there. I thought about putting like a wardrobe there or a closet, but I decided to extend the bedroom. You'll see pretty soon here. Yep, here we go. Just extending the bedroom and making the living room just a tiny bit smaller. Finding the perfect floor panels was kind of rough. I did end up going with carpet for the living room. Put some curtains in the bedroom so that I had some privacy. I remembered that. Put some more lighting in there. Yeah. And then here's where I edit the wall for the bathroom because I kind of just, I don't know, I didn't really like the angles there. So painting the walls here. Then I put that mirror up against that wall, finding the perfect carpet for the bedroom. It was kind of a toss-up between a dark carpet and a light carpet. I decided to go with a light bluish color. and then finding a mirror that looked nicely in the bedroom. And I did find this one that had blue and black tones that matched the rest of the room. So here's the toilet, kind of moving it around, making it centered, moving the toilet paper around, and putting that same object that I had next to the tub for some features. And then I moved on to the living room. I decided to put a modern fireplace in. And originally, I decided to put everything on that side of the wall, but I felt like it was kind of hard to place things, so I ended up putting it on that side of the wall, moving the windows to the side. I think it kind of gives it a weird look that I really wouldn't usually do. I decided to have that same brick feature wall that the bathroom had in the living room against the fireplace, because you really don't put your fireplace against wood. It's smart to have it against brick because obviously wood goes up in flames. So here I am re-editing the windows. I did not like that the windows touched the ground because I felt like it was a little much. Did I really not make sure those windows were the perfect height? Oh my God, that's going to bug me. I'm going to have to like go back and fix that. I won't do it for the video, obviously, because it's really stupid to record that. But yeah, so that's going to bug me now. So this is what I was talking about earlier. I found the perfect seating. I'm going to use this so much because it's like that perfect height. Finding a couch that matched with it was a little rough, and I just ended up going with this base couch that a lot of people use for a lot of things. So I have that little ottoman. I really wish they had like the flip version of it so that I could have the back towards the other way, so it could have been more like opening when you're sitting and talking with people versus having that weird armrest there between you and the other couch. So I was finding a stereo because I wanted to put something against that wall, but I didn't want it to be too much. Putting a painting for decorations. I put a purple painting because it matched the like, pillow on that cute little seating I had. The carpet, originally I was going to do bold like that painting, but I decided to go with a white fluffy carpet. So the living room and the kitchen, I had to figure out how I wanted to do that. I ended up moving a lot around. Of course, lighting for here. As you'll see, I go back and forth with a lot. So I chose those lights because I felt like it gave the room kind of that modern but nice look. So I put that bookshelf there for temporary because I was kind of seeing what I wanted against that wall. Messing around with lighting, how I wanted to light this room and just everything in general. This room kind of stumped me for a second, and I don't know, hired the windows, messed around with the windows and stuff, making sure that they matched height. I went really back and forth in this portion. Like, I just didn't know how I wanted to do this. Kitchen, it kind of frustrated me because I didn't like the big windows in the kitchen, so I ended up taking and switching the kitchens in the back door so that I had windows on one side of the kitchen and then a door or exit way on the other side so I could kind of tie the rest of the room together. I ended up matching the floor paneling because I did not like that gray at all. So here I am kind of going with a modern black and gray with the room. Trying to get that I wanted the countertops to touch the fridge. I didn't like that gap there that was in between it. So I ended up putting that fridge that was kind of nice and modern looking. It did match with the countertops and the style of the stove. And I wanted a bar there, but it just did not tie in very well. So you'll see me mess with that a million times. Putting it at the same feature. Well, if you didn't see, because it did go really fast, I changed the brick in the bathroom and the living room to be the same brick that was on the outside. I felt like that was kind of a new, cool little touch that I ended up deciding to do. Putting in cabinets, decoration, making the kitchen look more full and realistic and not some empty wall space that didn't really make any sense. So here I am making sure the cabinets touch and then having that end cabinet there. I was going to put one there. I decided to just leave that empty because of the window. So a sink right under the window, nice while you're doing dishes. You can look out and people watch whoever's walking by your house or whatever. I don't know. That's how our house growing up, I had a kitchen sink with the large back window behind it. So it was kind of nice when you had to do dishes to have the view. So trying to find a table and fitting everything in this space was kind of annoying. I did not like that the table, you walk in and you see this table space. I felt like it wasn't as intimate. So I put a half wall. I did not at first know how to edit that half wall trailing. So that took me a second to figure out. I didn't like how it was so wide and I didn't like the color. I wanted it to be black or white or gray. The colors that this house seemed to be are black, gray, white, and blue with some highlight colors. I got the red in the bedroom and the purple in the living room. So, yeah, so I'm here messing with it. I put that same pillar that I had on the outside, I put it on the inside. Here I fixed the trailing, painted the wall white. So now I had kind of fixed the living space, but I wasn't really happy with that. So I think I ended up putting a bar. Finding the perfect bar was another pain in the butt. And I end up seeing that, and I was like, well, I already have rocks everywhere, so that bar is definitely going to work. Putting a painting above it, similar to the one in the bedroom, but different coloring. And I did another feature brick wall. So that is our bar area. And then obviously you still need a table and chairs. Matching the table and chairs to the bar was a little annoying because I didn't want it to be like the chair was either black or like this brownish gray while the bar itself was gray. So I did a lot of editing on the colors there. I found that and I was like, that needs to go in the living room. So I end up having these tables and chairs, and I end up choosing that, and then decorations for the kitchen, of course. Here I am having that issue with the move objects where it keeps snapping as I'm holding Alt. I am holding Alt, so I end up putting it on moving this thing completely and moving the salt and pepper shaker. So these next few minutes are like me updating the kitchen, putting the kitchen stuff in. That's a salt and pepper shaker. These are spices. I put a salt and pepper shaker on the countertop too, because you have your salt and pepper shaker that people can use while they're eating, and then of course the one you use while you're cooking. At least we have 2 sets of salt and pepper. Dish rack for drying. I don't think I actually put a washer in, which for a modern home you'd think you would. I'm probably add that later. Some decorations. Just looking for kitchen things and all this stuff. I really wish they had a better way to organize decorations by kind of room, because obviously like it's just this big massive miscellaneous, and like you really don't know all that you have until one day you go through it and you're clicking on everything and you're like, oh wow, I wish I used this before. So I wish they had like the miscellaneous like organized by like kitchen decorations, bathroom decorations, bedroom decorations, and then from there if there are things that are like multiple, then it would be miscellaneous. But I don't know, just my wish. So these are the after photos, and I'm pretty proud. Like as you can see, I pulled the roof up. The back room got it completely rehauled, and then the layout, as you can see, didn't change much. Switched the bathroom and bedroom, living and dining with the bar. And yeah, kitchen and dining was back there. So, and then here's the bedroom. And my favorite part, the beautiful bathroom. So thank you very much for watching, and yeah.